Hello guys and welcome to that SRV2 dude here today, bringing you yet another Splatoon 3 video. Before the video starts, I'd like to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Control Freak. As you guys might have heard, I've been using Control Freak's on my Nintendo Switch Pro controller for quite some time now. And generally with my play, it is so much more comfortable using the stick while playing Splatoon using a Control Freak. It's amazing, honestly. It makes the whole playing experience so much more comfortable since there's more room on the stick to actually work with, and there's a lot more grip so my thumb never leaves my stick. So I would highly recommend that you guys go ahead and get yourself one of these. If you're looking to get one, I would highly recommend the Omni Stick. They are one of the best, especially for Splatoon. And when you go in the site, make sure to use code DUDE to get 10% off your order. It's amazing and you won't regret it. But with all that being said, let's get onto the video. I'm going to be creating all the Splatoon 3 weapon kits with all the specials that we know of and all the sub-weapons that we know of, but also assume that also might be in the game too. So, hope you guys enjoy. Like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Splatoon 3 content. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, let's get started, alright? So, like I said in like the previous 2 streams, I believe, I said that I wanted to try and attempt to make all the weapon kits for every single weapon in the game that we know of and assume that's going to be in Splatoon 3. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys the setup just to show you what we're working with, right? So we got all of these things. I'm going to put them all here. So these are all the sub weapons and the special weapons that we know are going to be in Splatoon 3. And there are some extra ones, of course, that are from Splatoon 2 that we have the assumption or speculation that it might also be in the game. It's not obviously a confirmed thing, because I don't think we've had any word of what Ink Mine is going to be, if Ink Mine's going to be in the game. Don't know if Auto Bomb is going to be in the game, Sprinkler, Fizzy Bomb, all that type of stuff. We don't know, but we're just bringing it in just so we have something, right? And also the same thing with Tentamissiles. Technically have seen some sort of footage that looked like Tentamissiles from pictures from the very first Splatoon trailer. It wasn't in the trailer itself, but like it was pictures from the aftermath. There was the old Switch OLED trailer where it also showed something that looked very much like Tentamissiles, so this is why this is going to be included in this as well, just so you guys know. But either way, we got Ink Strike, Ink Vac, Big Bubbler, Killer Whale 5.1, Crab Tank, Trizuka, Caster, Tentamissiles, and we got all the sub-weapons. This, just so you guys know too, we have point sensor here. The point sensor is just placeholder for the marker pen thing. We got Torpedo, Toxic Mist, Burst Bomb, Suction Bomb, Ink Mine, Fizzy Bomb, Splat Bomb, Curling Bomb, Auto Bomb, Beacon, Sprinkler, and Wool. Okay? Because we're gonna go all the way up, right here. But as you can see, this is just like an example too, because we start off with the 52 gal, and obviously with the 52 gal we know already that it has a splash wall and the Killer Whale 5.1. We already know that. But let's say they were going to make another 52 gal. They're going to make us another variant, but what will that variant be? We could go with the obvious choice where it's like, okay, from the previous games with the 52 gal deco, we could just give it a curling bomb again. I feel like with the 52 gal, it's the kind of weapon that is not allowed to have a bomb at all. I think it would be a disaster if this weapon had a bomb. The only kind of bomb this weapon can actually have, just thinking about it, from looking at the subs and special weapons that we have, is an Ink Mine. I don't think it can have a Suction Bomb. I don't think it could have Torpedo. It could have Curling Bomb, which it's had before. Actually, yeah, I think these are like the only 2 bombs this weapon could have. I think it'll be too strong with Fizzy Bomb, too strong with Suction, way too strong with Burst Bomb, and way too strong with Torpedo. Maybe Auto Bomb, but I don't know. What if we give it Ink Mine? I think Ink Mine could be decent. It would actually, to be honest, if it had an Ink Mine, it'd remind me a lot like the Luna Blast and Neo in Splatoon 2, where it has like Ink Mine and Bomb Rush. Either Curling or Vac, or Ink Mine or Vac. All right, we're gonna go. I think we like Mine and Vac, right? We're gonna say that it has the Ink Mine and the Ink Vac. Very inky. We're gonna move on to the 96 gal though. From the sub weapons that we have, personally, I think the 96 gal can only have a couple of options. I'm putting every bomb away besides Curling Bomb. Ink Mine can stay. I think Wool is just gonna be on the deco. I'm just gonna put Wool on the deco. To be honest, it just feels way too iconic. So just so you know that we're gonna do that for that. Imagine a 96 gal with Toxic Mist. It'd be like but I feel like that might be too strong. But will it though? I'm just thinking about it. What do you think a 96 gal be too strong with Toxic Mist? Actually, no, it could work really well. It could work really well. I think the setback to it is that you just run out of ink faster. Using Mist can act like a way to like stop your targets from moving, and it makes it way easier to just hit them. You know what? Let's not be boring and put point sensor or the Nomaka pen on it, or beacon, or mine. I think mine could work really well, but let's put Mist on it. Mist and Trizuka? The 96 gal not having a sprinkler means it's gonna make it longer for it to actually build up missiles. And what if missiles are much weaker in this game too? What if? Like, it could just be good for recon, because, yeah, I think Mist and missiles. Because you don't have a bomb to paint the floor to build up to your special. You don't have sprinkler to help you build up to your special. Like, the only thing that's gonna build it is the weapon itself. So in that way, it won't actually be something that's like super spammed too. Gonna have Mist and missiles. We need to give a special for the Wool 96. Wool and Zuka. I mean, all these specials are so strong. All these specials are very, very strong. So all the kits that we're gonna make are gonna just be like, oh my god, this is this is really it. You throw the Wool and then you prepare for your Zuka, and your Zuka is always safe. Now, you guys make a good point though. I think Wool and Zuka would make sense actually. Alright, Aerospray. Now, I think the Aerospray is gonna get a Tri-Strike and a Crab Tank maybe. I think Tri-Strike and Crab Tank are gonna be the two specials that you could have. The Aerospray would be a good contender to have Zipcaster, because it's a close range weapon, right? The thing about it is just that this weapon is so bad at killing. So like, you would get the Zipcaster and it'll just be like, okay, what am I doing? I think Crab Tank would be a much better pick, just cause like, at least it gives the Aerospray a fighting option. Burst Bomb, yeah. I think the Aerospray having a Burst Bomb, it might be something that the third kit gets again, but I think a Burst Bomb for the Aerospray makes a lot of sense and it just helps it. I do think an Aerospray would need a Crab Tank. We're giving it the tank, guys. So what sub-weapon do you think the Silver Aerospray will have, guys, then? Sprinkler. Oh, actually, I like Sprinkler. Actually, no. Sprinkler actually makes sense. This literally could be the weapon. You just throw the Sprinkler out, get some paint down, then you use the weapon itself just to build up for your Crab Tank. Like, basically, it's just a Crab Tank bot. You just farm it every time. I think that would be pretty good for Aerospray, you know? Right. Here we are. Our Aerospray has Sprinkler and Crab, and that's pretty poggers if you ask me, alright? Moving on to the Splooshomatic, Neo Splooshomatic. Oh yeah, Curling. You know what? Actually, you're right with that. I think Curling's just an obvious pick. Curling Bomb just allows the Sploosh to just move around. Curling Bomb, Big Bubbler would actually be really interesting, yeah. The thing is, I really don't think the Sploosh is gonna be the one that, like, at least for close range option. Close range weapons like this, I don't think this weapon will have the Big Bubbler. Mainly because I really feel like they're gonna give the Splasher Jr. the Big Bubbler, like, most definitely they're gonna give it that. What I think would be worrying, the Splasher Jr. has the Big Bubbler, and the Sploosh also has it. The Splasher Jr. is gonna be made redundant, because the Sploosh is gonna paint way faster, way faster than a Junior, and it's gonna do a lot more damage at the same time, and it's more accurate too. Like, these two weapons are both really inaccurate, but the Sploosh is basically the Slasher Junior. They're the same weapon, slightly less range, way more damage, much more reliant at the same time. I mean, Trizuka for special is definitely very safe. Yeah, I can see a Trizuka. Trizuka is definitely gonna be on one of them. I think a Trizuka will definitely be on a Sploosh at some point. As for special though, imagine if it just has missiles again. It could, but I don't want to. I don't want to put missiles on it. I want to put a Suction Bomb on it. I think a Suction Bomb Sploosh could be cool. You guys hear that? That's a fox. It's not a screaming baby, it's a fox, just so you guys know. That's the sound they make. What's special? We could give it Zipcaster, but I think if we give it Zipcaster, this thing needs a Burst Bomb. I don't want to give it Zipcaster, because I don't think the Sploosh would make too much use of it. I mean, it would, but like, I feel like there's better weapons for a Zipcaster. I think Ink Vacuum could work. It can protect itself better, and like, it gives it a long range option. You don't think it'll have Zip because of the Splash? Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking too. That's why I also don't think it's gonna get Burst Bomb either, because the Splash already has a Burst Bomb. Curling Ink Vac? Yeah, maybe we swap these around? Do you think? Oh yeah, Killer Whale as well. It could have either of these two. Like, Ink Vac, Killer Whale, it could be one of these two. I think Whale makes sense though. So you don't want Splash Neo to have a Suction Bomb launcher for the third time? No, I don't. I'm banking this off, like, if Splatoon 3 doesn't have any, like, bomb launching specials, you know? So it doesn't have Splat Bomb launcher, Suction Bomb, basically all of them, you know? And I'm trying to give every special, like, well, giving every weapon like an actual special, you know, so yeah, I think that works, right? Either way, that's what we've got with the sploosh. I mean, to be honest, I think Curling Bomb and Trizooka would work really well as well. If you throw the Curling Bomb in front of you and then you follow it along with the Trizooka, and that could be like a decent playstyle for the sploosh just to give it some movement and all that type of stuff. I kind of want to swap these around just cause of that. Give it to the sploosh. Yeah, I think the Neo Sploosh, the Neo Splash, is probably going to get a Suction Bomb. And it's going to be boring, and it's going to be like, yeah, I have Suction Bomb, and I'm following my my ancestors that also had Suction Bombs, so I still have one, right? Oh yeah, we got Fizzies as well. We can give the Sploosh a Fizzy Bomb, but we could also give it a Torpedo as well. Oh my god, wait, no, let me just tell you guys, these two subs weren't here in Splatoon 2 at the very start. So this like opens up so many more opportunities to give these weapons, these two sub weapons too, you know? We're gonna give, okay, look, we're gonna give the Sploosh a Fizzy Bomb, but we're gonna actually swap these around. We're gonna give this. Because personally, I'm just thinking, Curling Bomb, Trizooka, that makes so much sense to me. This one, it's like, you throw Fizzy Bombs, and then when you've built up your killer whale, you can use that to push forward, and you could probably do the thing where like you aim your killer whale at somebody very far away, and then you also use the Fizzy Bomb to also assist it at the same time. And it's like you're not using your main weapon to assist it. It's just you and your subs going at it and synergizing together. So I think that makes pretty good synergy overall with these being like this, right? And this is what I'm thinking for the Splashomatic. One of these things. One of these three. I think Point Sensor would make sense. Well, not the Point Sensor, the Marker Pen would make sense for it. I kind of want to give it, I'm going to give it Marker Pen. So my thinking for this, you Marker Pen someone, and then you use the ink vac, and since you already know where that person is, it's a lot easier to lead the ink vac. You know, I'm going to leave it like that. So the H3 is going to get a wall. It might not be one of these two, but one of them is definitely going to get a wall, whether you like it or not. And you know what I think one of the H3s could have as well? I think the H3 could work really well with this Torpedo. An H3 with Torpedo. The H3 is like one of the hardest longer range weapons to really tame. Longer range weapons that have this kind of sub is really terrifying. But an H3 being as slow as it is, could really make that work and it'll make it seem like it's not like too overpowered, you know. We've got to find a big bubbler because most definitely there's going to be some H3 that gets big bubbler. That very well just might be the cherry. One of them is getting a big bubbler. I don't know which one it might have. I don't know if it's going to have wool and this or torpedo in this, but either way, one of them's going to have it. Also, I think for special, an H3 would have this Trizooka as well. Ink Strike seems likely as well. This weapon is probably going to get 3 kits. I feel like these two specials are still very likely either way. We're moving on to the L3 now, just so you know. The L3 is gonna get a burst bomb. With an L3 could work. The thing is, I kind of don't want to give it burst and Zipcaster because it's too similar to the Splashomatic. I'd rather give the Zipcaster to the one that doesn't have burst bomb. Don't get me wrong. This would be like amazing. Just to keep it so that weapons feel different. Weapons don't feel too similar to the other, or like weapons are so similar, but like one has several better things in it. Like it's the same thing with the Splasher Junior. Is that you want to be careful with like giving certain weapons like the same kits. Tri-Strike, it could have... The thing is, I'd be very worried about having an L3 that has Tri-Strike. Just so you guys can just see it yourself, the Tri-Strike can be spammed. I'll show you what I mean. Now, notice when they throw the very last bomb, right? This is the very last bomb that they're going to have, and they're going to throw it. Watch this. It goes completely out. And once they've thrown it, as this person sloshes, they're already building their special back up again. And at the same time too, as they were killing them, as they were killing these guys, they were also building up their special too. Now, this is okay for a slosher, because the slosher does not paint that well. It just, as a weapon, it doesn't paint. But the L3, as we all very well know, paints extremely well. This is why I'm not giving this weapon a Tri-Strike. Because it'll just be like, oh. You get Tri-Strikes like every 5 seconds. Like, it'll be terrible. But what will an L3 have for a sub-weapon? Oh, Splat Bomb actually as well. What can we give this? I think we should give this, Alright, it's either Toxic Mist or Curling Bomb, right? There's too many options for this thing. You know, we'll come back to it, right? We'll come back to it. Either way, the Squeezer, and give the Squeezer the Tri-Strike. I like the idea of a beacon for Squeezer. That's what I was thinking too. None of these weapons have auto bomb yet, and I think we should probably change that. Oh, wait, maybe we give... I know what the L3 is gonna have. I figured it out. I know now. The L3 is gonna have an auto bomb, because none of these weapons have auto bomb yet. It's gonna get auto bomb. 3. I think this would make the most sense. I think that makes sense as well, actually. This is just gonna be the Splasher Junior. It's definitely just going to have that. No worries. Cool. I'll tell you what, this will definitely have a burst bomb. It's always had a burst bomb. I feel like the custom jet just has to have one because it works so well with it. What else would a jet scorcher have? Burst bomb Tentamissiles? Can you imagine? You know how toxic that would be? Burst bomb Tentamissiles custom jet. NZAP probably will have this as well. I could also see this NZAP having Big Bubbler as well. Maybe swap them around, I think. I feel like an NZAP would probably work well with a Big Bubbler. I wouldn't say it outclassed the Junior. The Junior probably would outclass the NZAP, honestly. The Junior, because it has the extra ink tank, it would outclass the NZAP because it can throw more bombs. It just won't have the same amount of range. But at least if it has the toxicness, it's not a bomb. It does something completely different and something different than the Junior doesn't do. And yeah, that could work pretty well for it too. So, you know what? I'm going to put Tentamissiles here. I mean, if Tentamissiles are still in the game, I don't think it would get it again. But I'm going to put it there for now. I'm going to put Tentamissiles there for now. Because generally, if Jet Scorcher already has Ink Strike, I don't think he would have any other special that exists here. I feel like the Jet Scorcher will probably be one of those weapons that has a special that's not been announced yet. Like, just think about it. The Ink Strike, the Jet Scorcher is gonna probably have the Ink Strike. But you have Ink Vacuum. Would it really get an Ink Vacuum? Maybe. I doubt that it'll get the Big Bubbler. It could have Killer Whale. Probably won't have Crab Tank. It wouldn't really make much sense having Zipcaster. Tentamissiles makes sense. It's already had it before. I can't see any other special that would work really well with it. Besides this. Like Killer Whale is like a maybe. But even then, will it? What can we give a Tentatek? What if a Tentatek had a Curling Bomb? Like, I feel like it would have a Burst Bomb, though. The Tentatek Splash Shot could have so many things. It's so easy to give the Tentatek Splash Shot the Trizuka, but it doesn't have that, you know? It really doesn't, because the original Splash Shot has that. So it's just like, okay, cool. Burst Bomb Missiles. That's it. Now, will that be too strong? Probably. Okay, well, let's see what the Forge can have. Oh, no. If a Splash Shot Pro had a Burst Bomb, that would be the end of Splatoon before we know it. Because look, we got the Jet Scorcher with Burst Bomb. That's great. That's really good. That's like, okay, you hit a Burst Bomb, you two-shot. That's one direct Burst Bomb hit, and then you just hit once. It'll be way too good. Maybe a Forge can have a Curling Bomb and like be a little bit like how the custom Range Blaster plays in Splatoon 2. Maybe it could be Curling Bomb. Maybe it could be Curling Bombs. But if you have Curling Bomb and Sting, then it would make this redundant. Okay, so I've worked it out, guys. You do this. You copy this and put this here. So we swatch the H3s and it follows the dolphin theme. So it gets Zuka back and it has a Curling Bomb. You have two Nozzle Noses now with Vacuum. So we can maybe move this to the Junior. Because I think that would be great. I think that would be really good with Junior. So maybe we just give this Tank, no? Oh, Whale. You know what? I'm gonna give this a Tank. Give the Tank to this. Another spammable Tank? No, we give it Whale instead. Suction Bomb for the Pro, please. Not a lot of things actually have Suction Bomb. You know what? Actually, you know, you're right. Get rid of that. Put the Suction Bomb in it. Instead of wool, we can give an Ink Mine to a Jet Scorcher. Swap them around. Okay, I like that a lot. Because that would be way too toxic. Burst Bomb and Tentamissile is just like, what the heck with a Jet Scorcher? Hell no. Curling Bomb, Ink Mine, Tentamissile. Boom. There we go. That's it. Give the Forge the Ink Strike or not the Zuka. You're right. Actually, no, you're actually 100% right with that one. That actually makes sense. If this had the Zuka, it'd be way too similar to this thing. But at least with the Tri-Strike, it's a little different. And it won't build it up too fast because of what the weapon is. Instead of that, put Fizzy Bomb. This is all the shooters, by the way, just so you guys know. So I'm just trying to refine it and just see what would make sense. So, one page down. We should go faster from this point. Blasters. Guys, blasters. What do you think? Vanilla Blaster, Toxic Mist, 100%. I agree. I don't think the Blaster will have Zipcaster, though. I don't think this blaster will. I think the Lunar Blaster will have Zipcaster. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just to speed things up, I'm gonna put the Lunar Blaster there because I think it will have Zipcaster. The Grim Range Blaster will eventually return, and it'll come back with a Burst Bomb. Cool. This will have Splat Bomb. This will have Big Bubbler. I think it could have a Curling Bomb as well, again.
Point sensor in this scenario refers to the new marker special, right?
Yeah, it does. With blasters and range blaster, these are the kinds of specials that it most likely will have. I think if it was to have like an Ink Vac, it might be too slow. I don't think Zipcaster would work with any of these weapons. Maybe Blaster, but like I personally think the Lunar Blaster would make better use of that. Sprinkler Zuka. Yeah, I think Sprinkler actually would make sense. I think Sprinkler would make sense for this. It's like a Sprinkler for your Zuka and have a long range weapon to fight, so that makes sense. Bring this down here. You give the regular Rapid Blaster one of these. Since we don't have a lot of beacon shooter-ish kind of weapons, I think the Rapid actually would make sense doing that too. But I also think it makes sense doing this as well. But it also makes sense doing this. You know what? I'm gonna give the Rapid Pro this. I don't want to give the regular Rapid the Big Bubbler. I'll give the Big Bubbler to maybe the Rapid Pro, because it shoots us a little slower. Pro with Mist? Oh yeah, hang on, wait, no, a Pro, okay, Rapid Pro has to have Mist. Oh yeah, the Vacuum exists as well, dude. We need to get a blaster that has Vacuum. There you go. So the Rapid has the Vacuum, but I'm kind of worried. Maybe a little too many blasters have the tank. But I think the tank just makes sense for blasters in general. Maybe we do Rapid Pro, maybe with this, and maybe we do this instead, actually. Actually, I think I like this better. I think this makes a lot of sense for what it is. Because I can see a Rapid Blaster having a beacon just in general. Mid to long range, but has beacon, and then it could also help with the fight a lot more with the tank itself, which is kind of nice. Does anybody know the sub-weapon for the Clash Blaster already? Do we know that yet? In Splatoon 3, not Splatoon 2. Good language. We don't get like an actual confirmation of what the Clash Blaster actually has. So let's give it Burst Bomb. Let's give the Clash Blaster a Burst Bomb. I think Clash Blaster with Burst Bomb will be cool. Yeah, the Luna will have a Splat Bomb, 100%. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, it could get Fizzy. Actually, no, you're right. Fizzy. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. Okay, that's hot. That's hot. I don't know about you guys. That's hot. Clash Blaster, Fizzy, and Ink Strike. Lunar Blaster, Bomb, Zipcaster. That makes sense. Curling Bomb, Lunar Blaster with what? Alright. Lunar Blaster, Suction Bomb, Zipcaster. Lunar Blaster, Curling Bomb, what special? Oh, wait. No, you're right. Whale. Whale would work incredible for this thing, actually. Curling Bomb, Whale. You know what? This would be so solid. Curling Bomb into people, and then you have the Whale thing to assist you. That would be so sick. Alright, I like that. That's hot as well. That's hot. That's movement right there. So I think we're done for blasters, guys. I really like the blasters, actually. I think it's the Rapid that I'm still like, eh, but I think that works the best, honestly. I think that works pretty decently. Okay. Here we are. Right. I think it would be really friggin' cool if we gave a Zipcaster to one of the Sloshers. I think it would also be really cool if we give a Zipcaster to one of the not a Zipcaster, a Big Bubbler to one of the Sloshers. One of the two, don't know which one, but I think they're going to get both of these specials. I think it'd also be really cool if we give... I think it'd be cool if we give a Toxic Mist to one of these Sloshers. Whether it be the Explosher or the Sloshing Machine. Maybe not the Sloshing Machine. They might make the Blaster too weak. We can do Blob that. Because I think that makes sense. I think the Blob would also do really well within mine. I do like the sound of a Blob Vac too. Oh yeah, wait, Wool. Oh yeah, we haven't used Wool in a bit actually. Hang on. So okay, the Blob will have Wool again. Most likely. Bombs do not make sense with the Explosher at all. But this would be so good. Like, a Toxic Mist Explosher would actually be so good. Crab Tank for this thing. This is what I've got so far for Sloshers. I'm not so sure about the specials in this yet. Like, there's not really many points for when you would want to use an actual bomb as an Explosher. I can't see that being really used that much. Well, I don't know. Heck, let's give the Sloshing Machine some missiles, dude. Okay, we're gonna give this. Maybe Zipcaster for Slosher Machine as well. I don't think it'll use it really well. It'll probably be one of those weaker weapons that have Zipcaster. It could work really well, but it's gonna land the critical. I need a special for this. Oh wait, Whale actually. Yeah, you know what? Whale. Makes sense. Beacon, Whale, Custom Explosher. Or actually no. I like this a lot better. Toxic Mist, Beacon. Yeah, I like this a lot better. You slow down your opponents with the Toxic Mist. You can use the Killer Whale to also assist you in both scenarios, whether it be long range or short range. Custom Explosher. You play back with this thing, you use the beacons to support your team and get them back in the game. If you need to fight, you use the Crab Tank. Pog. That's friggin' Pog. Alright. The Explode kits look good, yeah? That's what I'm thinking. I think they make sense. They make a lot of sense. Okay. Right. Carbon Roller with Water Bomb, Inzuka. I don't want to give the Carbon Roller an Water Bomb anymore. Carbon Roller Burst Bomb, cool. Carbon Roller Water Bomb sucks, man. I'm sorry, but it's just so bad. I feel like there's just so many better choices, you know? I think we can give the Carbon Roller Ink Strike. I do think it's gonna get this. And where is it? Torpedo, yes. I think the Carbon Roller would be way better off like this. Because the Carbon Roller does not paint. Torpedo paints a whole lot. No Zipcaster on Carbon? Oh wait, no, you're right. I was actually thinking about that. Actually, no, you're right. You're right. I'm actually going to swap that really well for Carbon. I'm going to give one of these a Fizzy Bomb. I think the Flings is going to get a Fizzy Bomb. Tenta Missiles. Ink Vac on one of these. Whale will be on one of these. Crab Tank will be on a Dynamo. I could see Crab Tank with a Dynamo. I can also see Big Bubbler over Dynamo as well. Sprinkler on the Flings a Roller as well. I think that would make sense. I don't know what sub-weapons a Dynamo would get though. I think it needs to have a bomb. A suction bomb maybe. There's no roller that has Toxic Mist, and I think Dynamo could do really well with one. This is hard to do, man, because there's so many friggin' weapons. And there's also so much to think about at the same time. There's just so much to think about. That's what I'm gonna do with for rollers for now. So this should go a little faster. Guys, there's only this page and then there's one more page. Okay, we've done that page, right? Cool. So Splat Charger. We already know the Splat Charger has bomb and vacuum. Cool. I think this would be cool with this. Ink Mine. I want the Burst Bomb Elita to return. Okay. I think the Burst Bomb Elita from Splatoon 1 was really, really good. But what made it brokenly good in Splatoon 1 is that things like Damage Up existed. Now that Damage Up does not exist, this is not going to be as strong as it used to be. But it's still going to be so helpful for just Elitas just fighting off things that are close range. And that's why I want to give a Burst Bomb back to the Elita. And I think it'll be a good idea if they did do that. So please do that. We could give this a Fizzy Bomb. Fizzy Bomb. That. And alright. I like that. I really, really like that. Squiffer could work for Zipcaster. I don't think Squiffer would work well with Zipcaster, to be honest. In fact, it'll be like the slowest weapon to utilize Zipcaster, and I don't think it'll be too good for it. But, do you know what I think a Squiffer could have? I think a Squiffer could have Big Bubbler. So yeah, I think a Squiffer could have Big Bubbler. I don't think Elite would be too underwhelming with a tank. Like, my main reason for Elite to have the tank, if you're not already using the Burst Bomb one, if you're being challenged by anything, to play it like a shooter, you know, instead of using the Elite as weapon itself. So it just gives you another option just to actually fend off against things, or better yet, run away against things too, with the baller mode of it. I think Squiffer would actually also do really well with Killer Whale. I think those two would actually do well. I think Wool Bamboo, bring back Toxic Mist Bamboo. I think Ink Strike Bamboo and Vacuum. Torpedo Squiffer. Yeah, I think that works. I guess both the Splat Charger and GooTuber can have Trizuka, I guess. I feel like it probably won't get Trizuka. There's probably some special out there that has not been announced and the Charger might get, you know, so. Actually, this here, marker pen on this. I like that. Okay, that's a lot better. Marker pen on the Charger, Firefin. And then for the GooTuber, we will put... I feel like a Burst Bomb would actually work really well with GooTuber. Actually, no. Yeah. Like that. That's better. I like that a lot better. This is my Chargers here. Dualies now. moving on. One of these lot is gonna have Trizuka. Zipcaster. I could see Zipcaster on Tetris, honestly. I could see this on Tetris as well. I could see Zipcaster also on this. I think that would work really well. Could also see this on this. Whale on this. I'm kind of rushing through it because this is long. Burst Bomb, Splat Bomb for the Splat Dualies. I think Mist for... I think that'd be cool. I think that. And then we need specials for this now. So something's gonna have an Ink Vac. I think one of the Glugas are more likely to get Ink Vac. I can imagine this one maybe having Ink Vac. Ink Mine on Tetris. Splat Bomb on this. Ink Mine on Dualies instead. So you put a Burst Bomb on the Trizuka Emperies. That's it. And then this Curling Bomb. There you go. I think you maybe do this instead. And actually get rid of that bomb. Alright. I think that works. Oh yeah, we don't have any Ink Strikes yet. I think an Ink Strike for the light Tetris. I don't know what this would work. Yeah, actually, I like the idea of a Crab Tank Gluga. This would work for Dualies as well. Be mine and Ink Vac. I'm just gonna give this Tender Missiles dude again. Because I think a Dualies would need a Tender Missiles. One of them needs one. But I think this works fine, honestly. Oh wait, no, you right? Hang on. How did I miss that? This could easily have Zipcaster. I think we have far too many Zipcasters here now. Oh well. We'll give those Zipcaster for now though. Tent. There's gonna be a tent umbrella that's just like wool 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 wool. So you shall not pass. This actually. Ink Vac. Crab Tank. I also just realized I haven't really used Auto Bomb at all. To be honest, I've forgotten that it's even a thing. So maybe we should get some Auto Bombs as well. Get rid of that. Give it Auto Bomb. Copy. Get rid of that. Give it Auto Bomb. Done. And then one of these lot is gonna get an Auto Bomb. What subs does... Okay, mine. You need a mine. That would be too strong. This definitely needs a torpedo. I guess you could have a Fizzy Bomb Ink Brush. I do like the idea of a marker. Well, actually, no, a Curling Bomb Undercover Brella would be really cool. I also think an Ink Brush needs to have a Splat Bomb too. Maybe Suction Bomb on the Splat Brella. Trizuka? Yes. Suction Bomb Trizuka Brella. Big Bubbler for this. Tenta Missile. This. Killer Whale on this. Undercover Missiles. Actually, no. Undercover Missiles could work. I actually like the idea of that. Okay. Yeah. I think that'll work. I think it'll just be such a meme again to have the tent umbrella wool. I think that makes sense. 12 more weapons left, guys. 12 more weapons. Alright. I am going to give the Hydra Big Bubbler, okay? Because I think, to be very honest, it might be the kind of weapon that needs it. I'm also going to give the Mini this. And then we will give a mine to the Hydra, but we're not gonna give it to the Big Bubbler one. We'll give it these subs. We'll give a Burst Bomb to this as well. And I'm gonna give Wool to Ballpoint. I think Fizzy Bomb could work with a Heavy. Vacuum as well. It's a strange build, but I think it works. We're gonna give Sprinkler to the Nautilus. We're also gonna give the Nautilus Ink Vacuum. We're gonna give Sprinkler also to the Ballpoint. We're also gonna give the Ballpoint, I think what we can do, we can give triple Ink Strike to Hydra Splatling. We could also do Tenta Missiles. We could also do... Trizuka just seems very easy. What special should I give this Ballpoint? Sprinkler Ballpoint. What special am I giving it? Actually, you know what? Mini Splatling, Toxic Mist, Zipcaster. It'd just be weird. Be very, very weird. But I think that works, right? The bow had this and this. Oh wait, I gave it missiles. My bad. Cool. We also can give the bow this and this. Ink Mine. Cool. I think we did it. I think we did it, guys. So, that's my Splatlings. That's my bow. Any objections? Questions? So from the 52 gals, the 96, the Aerospray, Sploosh, the H3, L3, Squeezer, NZAP, Jet Squelcher, the Splash Shot Pro, Splash Shot Junior, Blaster, Range Blaster, Rapid Blaster, Slosher Machine, Rapid Blaster Deco, or just Rapid Blaster Pro, Clash Blaster, Luna Blaster, Bloblobber, Explosher, Carbon Roller, Splat Roller, Flingser Roller, Tri-Slosher, the Dynamo Rollers, these are kits for that, or Splat Chargers, the Elita, Bamboo, Squiffer, Goo Tuber, Splat Dualies, Dapples, Gluga, Tetra, Custom, or the Dualie Squelcher, the Undercover Brella, Splat Brella, Tentabrella, Ink Brush, Octo Brush. So we got the Mini Splatling, the Heavy Splatling, the Hydra Splatling, Nautilus, Bullpoint, and then you got the Tri-Stringer, and then you got the other Tri-Stringer. Because it doesn't have a name yet. But as you can see, I changed the color. I made it purple. See, it looks so cool now. Look at it. It's the Octo Stringer. The Octo Tri-Stringer, you know? But that is all the friggin' weapons, guys. That is all of them. You see? No, I can't count. 4 artboards for this. Can you imagine if I had to do a third kit? We would actually be here for another hour. I gave a lot of reasoning for like a good majority of kits, but man was this hard to do. The thing about why is this so hard is because first of all, I don't think every special has been shown yet, so it makes it a little harder. I don't think every single sub weapon has been shown yet either. So you're very limited to how much you can do. And also I think what makes it very, very hard, you don't want to make other weapons feel redundant. You don't want to make it so that some weapons have like the exact same kit, but some weapons just perform a whole lot better and do so much more in battle if they were to have the same kit. So it would just be, it's like the same, it's like how in Splatoon 2, where you have the orange NZAP and the K-Shot, and it's like the orange NZAP has like a weaker bomb compared to the K-Shot, but they both have Tenta missiles, and like the K-Shot and the NZAP have like the same range. The K-Shot has better damage, and it's just like, what's the point of using the orange NZAP when you can use K-Shot and it has the same special and all that type of stuff? And they get special like almost the same amount of time too, so it's like, what's the point? I really tried to make it so that not every weapon was the same or felt like the same in any way, and they had something all different to them, you know? And they have some sort of play style that they can work with the sub and special that they have. So you have no idea. I tried so hard, and I think I did well. If you're watching this on YouTube, give me a comment in the comment section below to tell me what weapons you thought were really cool with what I picked. If you're watching this on Twitch, say hi to YouTube. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this. I kind of died at the very end because like I've been doing this for almost 4 hours and my voice is actually starting to go. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like, leave a comment, all that type of stuff. Follow on Twitch and Twitter if you haven't already. Come to the streams if you haven't already. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a future video.